Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
More barrels of potential chemical waste discovered in Detroit.
Here's brown ooze.
We also have concerning test results from Madison Heights.
And here comes the snow. The local forecasters have updated projections on how much we're in for starting late tonight.
We're going to begin, though, with breaking news from Howell, which is where a gun went off in the parking lot of an elementary school.
Yeah, take a look here. These are live pictures of the scene. This is at Three Fires Elementary School. The school district tells us a parent with a concealed carry was in the parking lot when the gun accidentally discharged. The bullet hit that parent. He's being taken to the hospital. We're told he's in critical condition, but his injuries are not life-threatening. Students have been sent home for the day.
Also breaking at this hour, an investigation underway after a fire at the Penobscot building downtown. Now, we're told it was an electrical fire, happened on the 5th floor of the building. Happy to report everyone was able to get out safely. The fire is under control. And again, the investigation continues into how it happened.
Okay, now to the big winter storm we've been watching creep closer and closer to our area.
Local forecasters have declared a severe weather alert. Let's start things off now here at 5 with Brandon with the latest. We're going to wake up, I guess, to several inches of snowfall here tomorrow, Brandon.
Yeah, this is the biggest one since the Veterans Day snow, and maybe comparing snow totals to that. The appetizer, if you will, on this Friday to get you set for the evening because we are dry. It is cloudy. Middle 20s in all 4 zones and a little bit of a breeze out there, so it feels like upper teens. And no matter what your plans through the evening, just on the cool side, middle 20s, snowy after 10 or 11 p.m. It starts tonight and or overnight. We're looking at a winter storm warning already in place from I-69 down to the Ohio border. This covers all of us. 5 to 8 inches in a short time, mainly just through the overnight hours by the time you get up tomorrow. Now, north of I-69, we have a winter weather advisory. Tricky travel, no doubt about it. All of us dealing with snow sticking to the roads and blowing snow through especially the morning hours tomorrow. And you can see it's getting closer and closer as we look at snow totals. Pretty hefty stuff here. We're a good 6, 7, 8 inches around the heart of Metro Detroit. And you need to get the local forecasters app if you don't already have it. The interactive radar, you can zoom into your neighborhood, zoom out to see how long the snow will last for you. Detailed information, it's all free in your app store, WDIV. Guys?
All right, and more coming up from Brandon shortly. Now to test results that are in from the areas around the former electroplating business in Madison Heights where that green ooze was found bubbling onto 696.
Yeah, and we're tracking a new discovery of chemical containers found in Detroit. Let's bring in Jason Colthorpe. He's been investigating this today. Jason, this is a new site that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, and are you ready to go from green ooze to brown ooze? Because that's what investigators found themselves today under these 200 or so old chemical barrels. Were on the edge of the Russell Industrial Center. They found something that they described as brown ooze, and you're going to hear the see the exclusive video of them on scene today, kind of as they raced out here after we alerted both parties to what we found. Now, before we get to that, though, those much anticipated test results from around Madison Heights are in, and there is contamination in the water. The Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy, or EGLE, tested storm drains and runoff to see how far the chemical cocktail from electroplating in Madison Heights has spread. It found contamination in Bear Creek, PFAS measuring 17 parts per trillion, higher than the acceptable level of 12. Now remember, this is surface water, not drinking water, but it's still heading into the Great Lakes. However, there was no detection of hexavalent chromium.
I wouldn't encourage a sigh of relief. This is a significant location of contamination, and it's good that we found a non-detect today, but we have to keep on continuing our investigation.
With all the publicity about the green ooze on 696 and the other possible dump sites like the Sayers building here on Commonwealth and the 2 buildings across the street, people are extra vigilant. Our latest tip about abandoned chemical barrels comes from just a couple of miles across town at the Russell Industrial Center.
Oh, Here's brown ooze.
Detroit Fire on scene to investigate after we confirmed 200 or so barrels on the edge of the Russell Industrial property near the train tracks. We don't know what's inside these barrels, but many are full, and some of them are labeled Canada Packers, Chemical Division. Now, I just spoke to the city, and they said the hazmat crews that were out here that took some samples and looked at it, they still don't know exactly what's in these barrels. Obviously, it's been a while. You can see some of it has solidified in some of these old barrels. But what they do say is they don't believe it's an imminent threat, even though they don't know exactly what's inside. The next step is they're going to have Russell make sure they hire an environmental company to properly and safely dispose of all of these barrels from their property. Back to you.
What about the name, the company name? You mentioned Canada Packers on the barrels there, Jason.
Yeah, that also kind of gives us a little window, Kim, into exactly how long they've been here. The owner of the place believes they've been here 15 years or so, but Canada Packers actually isn't anything anymore, or at least in name. It merged with another company in 1995 and is now known as Maple Leaf Foods. So the barrels that they have, which is a few of them down here on the end, may have been here even longer than 15 years. We'll have to wait and see. Back to you.
Incredible.
It really is.
Another day, another toxic situation.
Every couple of hours. All right, Jason. Madison Heights, by the way, announced it is holding a town hall about the toxic ooze site there at Electroplating Services. That will be February 3rd at Madison High School from 6 to 8 in the evening. Doors will open at 5:30. And this is a very good time to invite you to join me for Flashpoint Sunday morning. One of my guests will be Liesl Eichler-Clark. She's the head of EGLE, the Michigan Department of Environment, Great Lakes and Energy. We will talk about this long and growing list of hazardous sites coming up Sunday, 10 a.m. on Local 4. Theresa Brennan once presided over a courtroom. She pleaded for mercy to another judge today.
Brennan sentenced to 6 months in jail and 18 months probation for perjury. Sean Lay live with what Brennan had to say in court. And Sean, she got emotional.
Listen, let's pay attention to what this former judge had to say, because yes, Kimberly, she did get emotional, but before this sentence was handed down, Theresa Brennan admitted to the judge that she was in front of that she has had some very dark thoughts through this entire process.
My suffering reached a point to where I wondered how to die. A gun, pills, hanging, drowning, driving into a tree, asphyxiation, but I'm not that weak.
Disgraced former Judge Theresa Brennan says she thought about suicide during the storm of drama she now admits she brought on herself when she lied during her divorce proceedings, pleading guilty to perjury, and now she is facing a judge and is facing jail time.
I've been publicly shamed, I'm humiliated, and I am embarrassed.
The former judge reading from her journal, talking about her feelings.
I don't feel sorry for myself. I blame only myself. I know I have much to be grateful for. I ask for mercy.
But looming over Brennan's case is the murder trial of Jerome Kowalski, sentenced to life, a case that was before Brennan. And it was discovered that Judge Brennan was having an affair during Kowalski's trial with the head MSP investigator on that very case. The judge on the bench today having the final word. Former Judge Brennan is going to jail.
The sentence was, Brennan, within the guidelines that were agreed upon, to 6 months in the county jail, followed by 18 months probation.
And afterward, Theresa Brennan had nothing to say when she faced the cameras. Back here live, let's get back to that very important murder case of Mr. Kowalski. After so much fighting and struggle with his family, he is now getting a new trial. So Brennan's case, part of that will be wiped clean when he gets a new trial. I also, guys, just got off the phone with Livingston County Sheriff. He does say tonight that Theresa Brennan will have to report to jail in a few days at 9 a.m. and she will be in a sectioned off section of their new jail, will not be in the general population for her safety. Back to you.
Okay, Sean, we appreciate it. Devin.
Now to disturbing new information emerging from Roseville about a woman found dead in her home earlier this week. Today, that woman's daughter, Carol Ray, is charged with her murder. Larry Spruill live with what we learned today, and that includes, Larry, how long the victim's body had been inside that home.
Devin, we are talking months. Now, police really are calling this case sad and just uncalled for. They say the mother shot and killed, they say the daughter shot and killed her mother inside this home and then placed her body in a storage container similar to this. She then took that container, put it inside the garage, and just left it there. For the first time, 50-year-old Carol Ray faced a judge via TV monitor for multiple charges.
The felony complaint reads that you were charged with first-degree murder involving Patricia Bennett. It is a felony punishable by life in prison without parole.
Roseville police say all of this started back in November 2019 when Ray shot and killed her mother, Patricia Bennett, and then stuffed Bennett's body inside a large storage tub inside the garage. Months later, on January 14th, the victim's grandson requested a welfare check for his grandmother around 10 a.m. Police say Ray had numerous excuses as to why her mother was not home. Police then got a search warrant and found Bennett's body inside this garage here on Congress Street in Roseville. Police immediately arrested Ray, but later found out she was impersonating her mother on social media, even using her phone to text people since November. Friday, I tried to talk to her family after court, but they ignored my questions. And a judge did deny bond. She is due back in court January 29th. We are live in Roseville tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
All right, Larry.